Hi, everybody. All right, let's get to business. Rico? Okay.
We're back to 6.
I want to... Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm not trying to... I'll take a win any way I can get it. But 1-0 on a sac fly against a 40-win ball club, you can have that. The point is, I wanted to spin that into a topic.
Okay.
I'm going to say this, and I don't want my words to get all twisted around and stuff. I'm not pounding the desk for this. This is more of a, hey, here's a topic, question mark? We're sitting here in mid-August. All right, it's August 13th. Rosters expand in September. This team is getting nothing out of the shortstop position. Nothing. All right? Javi Baez stinks again, and Sweeney's never not stunk, right? I want to read you a list of players.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm reading you this list of players. This was sent to me by James Anthony Costa. Juan Soto, good ball player?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
Monster power, right? Chris Bryant. Now, he had a couple of really good years. Injuries just took it from him. And J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Those are 4 at varying degrees. Those are real ball players, right? Do you know what that is?
Wow.
Those are since 2012, the only 4 minor league players that have a higher WRC plus, which I will explain what that is, than Kevin McGonigle. Tiger shortstop prospect. Now, weighted runs created plus, the simplest way is it's like this wide-ranging offensive metric. It factors in what the league is doing. It factors in the parks you play in, and it's your runs created. It's what would you say you do here?
Gotcha.
Okay, it's a very powerful, albeit nerdy metric.
I think I see where you're going.
Kevin McGonigle hit 2 home runs last night. He's got an OPS of over 1,000. I wanted to ask a question here. Asking a question should not warrant slander. I'm asking a question.
Let me get the text message up. Of course you say this. Okay. Getting ready to hit send.
If this is what the offense largely is, like last night, case in point. Oh, 3-run homer in the ninth. You're down 9-3. You're getting drilled. No one cares. Okay, the offense is just not where it needs to be. The lineup is struggling. If Veerling's on the IL, Meadows hurt. Baez stinks. If it's 2 weeks from now and we're about to hit Labor Day weekend, would you add McGonigle to this roster and give him a September tryout? It would maintain his Rookie of the Year status for next year. Mm-hmm. The rosters expand. There's no harm, no foul. Would you bring him up here and start him at short?
It almost sounds too easy. It almost sounds like there's a catch. It almost sounds like a free lunch. And it's like, okay, but
here's the catch. Very limited double-A at-bats. But 2 weeks from now, if you're doing what you're doing and he's doing what he's doing, would you dare? Because, look, I'm never going to apologize for a win, but I'm seeing too many games like today.
No, but this is one that you send with flowers. Not apologizing, but here's a bouquet of roses, honey. Mike, that actually may be a very good idea for the simple fact that being that nobody's faced him in the major leagues, he may actually, if he hits the ground running, he won't get that second time in the rotation of teams where they can figure him out. So you may actually be able to use him to that advantage because most teams won't get to see him a second time. So, yes, I would do it. I would bring him up because at this point, you need to add something to this everyday lineup. Winning 2 games against Chicago in 1-run games. You won, but did you feel good about it?
And again, the shortstop position is
a good idea.
Large negative. He has to keep doing it for another 2 weeks. And again, if your offense blossoms all of a sudden, which, look, the offense can play well, but you still have a negative WAR at shortstop, essentially. I mean, if you think Javi's numbers in April translate to now, you're not paying attention. He's awful. Just like Sweeney's awful. Mm-hmm. Would you dare, Tiger fan? Because again, I'm crazy enough, crazy like a fox. My goal is to win the World Series. My goal is to do everything in my power to put this team in the best position to do the unthinkable. Well, they didn't want to do that at the deadline. I understand this kid won't be a 600 at-bat guy probably till 2027, but maybe he could approach it next year if they fast-tracked him. I don't need 600 at-bats. I need him in September. Mm-hmm. And if he's bad, let's make an assumption. You're not going to bleep away this entire lead. As long as you're 6, 7, 8 games up, how much worse could he be than whatever you're trotting out at shortstop? So in a limited run, and why do I say it's important? Because the league won't have time to really catch up to him.
And that's just it.
Video gets around. Right. Rico's point about, hey, people seeing you another time. Am I partially insane, totally insane, or not insane at all with this idea? It's just this juxtaposition of like McGonigle again, 2 homers. I've said to you, by opening day next year, he could be viewed as the best hitting prospect in the minors. You have this one need. Mm-hmm. One. I'm asking, Rico.
No, I mean, I like the idea. You take a chance. It was kind of like when they brought Job up last year for the playoffs, and you can see what he can do. And you know what? Job didn't flourish, but yeah, by the time if McGonigle can come out there and hit the ball and play well, you won't know how to really pitch to him because it's going to be a very short window. So advantage Tigers. And you're adding to better defense at the shortstop position. Once again, it almost sounds too good to be true.
I know.
Well, there has to be a catch, but there is no catch. He's your guy. Yeah.
Please, baseball nerds, do not yell. It's a question. I'm not telling you they have to. I'm not making any robust demands. I just look at the 2 guys who would primarily play shortstop for this team, and they're both terrible.
And here's the thing, Mike. It's. I guess I look at it as like a reward. You've been playing so great. We're going to give you a little taste of the major leagues. And
if it doesn't go well,
now you can go back to the minors with a little more knowledge of what you need to work on to get back up into the majors to stick. So I'm for this. I love this idea. This is not. When you told me you had a topic, I didn't know it was this. This is good.
Well, I like keeping some suspense. I like an organic response. It's not to be devious. It's
it's just one of those. Okay, but what's the catch?
Well, I mean, look, I don't have a real catch.
If the only catch is less Trey Sweeney, okay.
Well, right, and look again.
Says David Claps.
Baez is barely hitting 200 last 30 some odd game. He's terrible. He's already regressed completely past where he was, all the way to the land of below average. By the end of the year, he may have an OPS under 600. Like, look. I'm trying to pathway it and go, all right, they're so beholden to their prospects. They love their prospects.
You start the clock on one?
No.
I guess you're not even starting. Yeah, it's not starting the clock.
It's a little bit of a cheat code now. 248-539-9797. Now, it's only a thing if you get no production out of shortstop the next 2 weeks, which likely. And McGonigle is rocking a Barry Bonds OPS at AA. And again, the 4 players, the only 4 guys that have ever done what McGonigle's doing thus far at AA since 2012, Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Chris Bryant, and Kyle Schwarber. 3 of those guys are all-stars. One of them's a Hall of Famer already. And if Julio Rodriguez could slow down his strikeouts, he's going to be a 10-time All-Star. Look, the Chris Bryant one, he was an All-Star, but his career faded quick. I just want to know if it's insane to think of this. And if it is, you're fine saying that. What I don't want to incur is the wrath of baseball nerd.
See, I don't think baseball nerd can say that because this is actually the epitome of what Scott Harris was doing, because he believed in the kids. He believed in the farm system that, yes, okay, as you say, cheat code, I'm going to bring him up, and you get to spend about a month and a half with the team, big league team, and we'll see what you got, kid. And if we have to send you back, good news, you go back with knowledge, knowing I need to work on X, Y, and Z so that I can get back up to Detroit and stay up there permanently.
248-539-9797. David, early returns on Ticket Text, or you're having trouble filtering out the cuss words?
Oh, no cuss words at all. Someone says if we're not going to make moves and protect our farm system at all costs, bring him up. Let's see what we have. That is Johnny on the road.
In September.
Mm-hmm. Zach on a cell says, I watched McGonigle play at 2 Whitecaps games this season.
Whoa!
Whitecaps
And
games.
forgive him, he was on vacation. He had other things on his mind.
He was in West Virginia.
He said he outplayed Max Clark in every metric. Doesn't even matter what he says on the text anymore because I blew it.
We've turned it out.
Bring him up. If anything, he gets some experience in the big leagues before next year. That is Justin driving home from work. So, yeah, a lot of people are on board here, Mike.
Are you?
Yes, Mike, bring him up now.
Are you on board?
Yes, I am on board.
If he's still doing this in 2 weeks now.
Yes, I'm on board. I am one, and you know this. I've been asking for a bat since the offseason, a right-handed bat, something that can spark this lineup. And if he's still doing this in 2 weeks, and I'm still seeing Trey Sweeney and Javi Baez doing what they're doing, yes.
See, David, I'm a little bit of the opposite. Unless he goes into full tank,
Your problem,
you're coming up in 2 weeks. Son, get ready.
But your issue is it's more left-handed power. But here's the deal. It just means I don't look at Trey Sweeney anymore. The fascination with Trey Sweeney is really something to behold. I don't understand it. I must be totally out in space. But if I replace Sweeney with McGonigle, and it's even a part-time thing, in September, isn't it worth a shot? Keep it in mind. We're going to take some calls. Rico's going to tell you how things are. And we're going to come to you next.
Well, I think because if Sweeney had worked out, it would have meant that you won the Flaherty trade because you got Flaherty back and you got Sweeney.
The way he's pitching, you can have him back.
I'm just saying, but that's...
Sorry, 2-4. But you know what? Tell it. 248-539-9797. Rico?